This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. You are entering Tara's terrestrial aura. Are you ready? I repeat, this is not a test. This is not a test.
Hey, my lovely light beings. Hello. Just stopping in for a little Mercury Day transmission, and I'm like just driving my midheaven and just having a blazing time. Just a great time. But I hope everyone's doing amazing. And I always thank you so much for being in this space with me and sharing the creativity flow, because I am fully aware that as my connection emerges with your connection, it becomes a new direction of a higher inflection of all that is and all that will be, because we are such beautiful co-creators, inspiring one another to motivate each other as motivators. So that is a beautiful thing of the momentums of now. So I want to kind of starting my videos off like that, like start off with the sun. By the way, let's just take a moment to be grateful for the sun. The sun is beautiful. Like, the sun is just beaming me with light codes right now. So I'm going to like multitask my light code upgrading, because the energy is already really intense. And again, this message is coming to life. It is being brought to life in a form of consciousness, put out into the world, recorded wise, and probably emitted through an upload as well on YouTube. Today is a Mercury day. It is 02/03/21. So some 3s and 2s in that. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be alive. The energy is vibrant. I've spoke to some fellow light beings on like different platforms, and it seems that a lot of energies are being felt from the masses of our like higher collective here. So a lot's going on. And with that being said, a lot's going on. A lot of upgrades, a lot of insights, a lot of clarity, a lot of transcendence, a lot of transmuting, a lot of energy clearing of all kinds of fields, a lot of timeline collapses, a lot of death, a lot of life, a lot of sickness, a lot of health, a lot of sadness, a lot of grief, a lot of bliss, a lot of joy. There is a multitude of elemental components that take us into these fields. And as we embrace these fields, and this is a very special place for me, as we embrace these fields, we quantify ourselves. We quantify ourselves to be able to transcend into our higher selves, into the higher energy of our fields, my loves. And that is beautiful. That is absolutely powerful, and that is absolutely beautiful. And the fact that we are able to co-create in such a mass way, a massive consciousness scale. And thing is, many do not even realize the mass of this consciousness scale that we really reside within and on. It is huge, it is impactful, and it is powerful. And the more that we can raise our vibration to stay in a quantum field of a higher altitude, the more that we can transcend for this whole planet. So those of us that are holding the light and that are also holding the dark, because you know, my soul family, we have soul family that is doing both ends of the work. Without those that do the shadow work, our light work wouldn't exist. And we are all elements and components of one another to make this mechanism all put together and work and function the way it does. And that's why we have the ability to make it function even better by being more coherent of our thoughts, of our energy that we're emitting, our fear-based realities versus our pleasure place, or blissful place, or creativity place, or just any kind of energy outside of like the worry state. Because the worry state just, it's not going to do any of us justice to be in that state of mind anymore. To consciously create means to consciously be aware of ourselves and realizing that there is no thing to fear. There is no thing to hate. There is no thing to be in opposition to other than the realization that you are creating your reality. It may not be that you can control the actual reality itself per se, but if you manipulate your energy so much to where you're able to control the energy that you're putting off, you are healing the whole planet, because you are changing the vibration to be able to recognize and see a higher aspect, a higher timeline, a higher vibration of the field in which is around you, which is surrounding you, and could easily consume you if you didn't have the coherent consciousness that you are creating. I never want to come off as one of those beings, one of those people, one of those entities, whatever we want to call them, that just solely say, oh, you're creating your reality and everything's in your control, blah, 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 blah. Because yeah, to an extent, we are creating our own reality and everything is within our control. But the only control that we have is over ourselves. And that is what I will continuously preach until it is fully acknowledged that that is what I mean. I don't mean anything other than that. It's literally the consciousness that we are creating of our awareness of our environment, of our vibration in the environment in which we are in, and making a safe environment within ourselves to be able to see and utilize the power of our own fields, to be able to resonate at a frequency octave that uplifts rather than depletes. That is the objective. It's not about always being this perfect person or living in complete harmony at all times. Like, yes, of course we want to live in harmony. Yes, of course we would love to live in a state of perpetual bliss. And yes, of course I see something in the sky right now that is absolutely alarming, but at the same time 100% beautiful. But that's a whole side note. But I am going to enjoy looking at it as I speak. But yeah, so of course we want to have the perfect balance and harmony. But will we always have that? No. Can we accept the state of consciousness that we are being and the state of awareness that we are being at each time by consciously being aware of the state of consciousness that we are being, to be able to acknowledge ourselves as both the observer and participant on every level of quantum field? Absolutely we can. Absolutely we can. So now when we harness that energy in, that is the energy that we become. We are capable of doing this. And it is being done by us being aware. And I feel that if you are here with me, sharing this time-space momentum in which I am encapsulating into this momentum of now, to be able to create a piece of me that lives on in a new space of time that it has now consciously been formed within. If you are sharing this energy, this energetic exchange with me, then I feel that we are on a quantum field of resonance with one another. Therefore, our interpretation of all that is helping with this quantum shift. I thank you all so much for being here with me. I thank you so much for your support, your love, your kindness. And I want you all to know that everything that you do is beautiful. And you are on a divine path, and it's uniquely your own, as mine is mine. And with that, we are the essence of love, my loves. We are the essence of loves. So let's love ourselves fully and love this life as much as we possibly can, and embrace every single moment to be the best moment in which we could create in each momentum of that now. I love you so much. I'm going to continue to absorb this sun because everything is like heavenly right now. I feel like I'm driving into heaven, by the way. Like if there was a heaven, I'm just like driving into it. Just like going into the portal of heaven. But let's all go there together. And if you enjoy this video, then, or if you enjoy my content in general, like, share and subscribe to my channel, because I am here with you and we are here making magic happen, quantumly shifting, uplifting, inspiring, co-creating, stimulating. I could go on. Okay, also there's a notification bell. If you want to get notified whenever I do upload new content, you can do that. Now I'm going to play the outro video and I'm going to send you love as I leave. I'll talk to you soon, my lovelies.